It is 7 o'clock. We do have a quorum. We'll call the council meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the invocation given by Councilman Ferguson, followed by both the pledge to American and Texas flags led by Mayor Pro Tem Durham.
Please rise for a moment of silent prayer. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the
Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
If I could ask the Simmons to come down and join me, please. How are you doing, sir? Meeting you. Hi there. Nice to meet you. Hi there. I'll step around over here. I have a very special proclamation that we want to read tonight. And then I'm going to give one of you, whichever one you've chosen, to say a few words, if you would, okay? You're going to do it? You're going to do it? Whereas autism spectrum disorders affect all persons regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or geography, bless you. And whereas autism spectrum disorders currently affect 1 in 88 children and 1 in 54 boys, affecting 4 times as many boys as girls in the United States. And whereas the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have called autism a national public health crisis whose cause and cure remain unknown. And whereas on December 18, 2007, the United Nations General Assembly adopted Resolution 62-139, World Autism Awareness Day, by unanimous consent, encouraging UN members states to take measures to raise awareness about autism throughout society and to promote early diagnosis and early behavioral intervention. And whereas the resolution designates World Autism Awareness Day as a United Nations Day to be observed every year starting in 2008 to raise global awareness of autism, and whereas the aims for World Autism Awareness Day are to inform the general public about the global health crisis of autism, stress the importance of early diagnosis and early intervention, and to celebrate the unique talents and qualities of individuals with autism. And whereas autism is a lifelong condition in which the bulk of cost falls in adulthood, creating an enormous economic impact, now therefore I, Dean Wickard, Mayor of the City of Lewisville, do hereby declare Tuesday, April 2nd, 2013 as World Autism Awareness Day. Let's get a picture right here. Now let one of y'all speak. Okay. And would one of y'all say a few words?
You've been speaking all
He didn't mean to say that. Here you go. Step right up here.
Okay. We found out when our son was 3 years old that he had autism. And actually we found out through our school district. We've been very blessed actually to be in this school district because a lot of parents we spoke to told us that they have a lot of problems getting diagnosis properly with their kids. But the Lewisville School District has been great with us. We've had a lot of support, both with Autism Speaks as well as with other organizations that we've been affiliated with. And we're really excited that the city of Lewisville is going to partner up with Autism Speaks and Light It Up Blue to help raise more awareness. So we thank you.
And we thank all of y'all for all your work and your effort. And God bless you. Thank you very much.
Get the light bulb for.
I I know, did I put this in my porch light?
Yeah.
On what day?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much.
And
Thank
you
you.
can get this autism bear.
All right, that's awesome, thank you. Next item on the agenda is a public hearing, consideration of an ordinance amending the Lewisville Code of Ordinances, Chapter 17, zoning, by repealing and replacing the chapter in its entirety, altering definitions, modifying, deleting, and adding uses within zoning districts, creating a special use permitting process, requiring a special use permit for various uses in different zoning districts, revising regulations related to accessory buildings, amending the regulation of non-conforming uses and structures, and changes to home occupations. The current zoning ordinance was adopted in 1995, and through the years has undergone amendments to various sections and deemed necessary. The proposed amendment is more substantial than previous updates, affecting almost every zoning district. The primary recommended change relates to the implementation of a special use permit, SUP, designation, which was introduced to the Planning and Zoning Commission in October of 2011 and was discussed by the City Council at their retreats in February 2012 and 2013. Additional modifications regarding accessory buildings, non-conforming uses and structures, and home occupations are also proposed. The Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of the ordinance adoption by a vote of 6-1 at their meeting on March 19, 2013. Recommendation is that Council approve the ordinance as set forth in the above caption. I did not have any cards filled out. Entertain motion to close public hearing.
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Have a motion to close public hearing by Councilman Ferguson, a second by Councilman Gilmore. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Councilman Ferguson.
Move to adopt the ordinance as written.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Ferguson to adopt the ordinance as written, a second by Councilman Vaughn. Any discussion? All in favor?
Oh, Mayor,
Oh, I'm sorry, Councilman.
this is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Lewisville, Texas, amending Chapter 17 zoning of the Lewisville City Code by repealing and replacing the chapter in its entirety to alter definitions, modify and add uses within zoning districts, include a special use permit process, revise regulations related to accessory buildings, and amend criteria for nonconforming uses, providing for severability, providing a penalty, providing a repealer, providing an effective date, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Councilor. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is Visitor Citizens Forum. At this time, any person with business before the council not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the council. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Did not have any speaker cards filled out. Next item is the consent agenda. All the following items on the consent agenda are considered to be self-explanatory by the council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or citizen so requests. For a citizen to request removal of an item, a speaker card must be filled out and submitted to the city secretary. Did not have anyone request to remove any items. Councilman Vaughn.
Mayor, I make a motion that the consent agenda be closed.
Be approved.
Approved. Mayor, I make a motion that the consent agenda be approved.
Second.
Councilman Vaughn motions that the consent agenda be approved as written, second by Councilman Guerrero. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I had a couple of speaker cards we went ahead and questioned, but there were no questions. Number 11 is consideration of a variance to Lewisville City Code, Chapter 6, Land Development Regulations, allowing for 65% stucco, 35% brick exterior finish in lieu of 80% brick or stone masonry requirement for Lewisville West Shopping Center located at the northwest corner of I-35E and Fox Avenue, as requested by Grant Wickard of Good, Fulton, and Farrell Architects, representing Allen Birmingham, the owner. The owner of the shopping center desires to provide a complete facelift of the shopping center exteriors. There are 5 buildings on the shopping center campus scheduled for these improvements. Some of the outbuildings are being renovated internally as well. The owner is making significant improvements to the center, including exterior finish, landscaping, parking, signage, and lighting. Exterior finish is requested to be stucco in lieu of 80% brick or stone requirement in order to create a statement look for the shopping center. Recommendation is that council approve the variances as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Durham?
Mayor, move to approve as presented.
Second.
Oh, I did, also had a card here filled out by Alan Birmingham, I'm sorry, sir, that has, he's here to answer any questions if you have any. That was all, right? Okay, sir. So we had a motion by Councilman Durr to approve as presented, and a second by Councilman Gilmore. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We want to thank you very much. You know, this is the second shopping center we've had do a facelift and redo their facade and their exterior here in Lewisville. And with us just celebrating our 85th birthday this year, it's nice to know that we have corporate citizens that are willing to step up and try to revitalize the community throughout. And we hope we've got some more shopping centers online that are going to follow in footsteps. We appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Item 12 is consideration to two variances to the Lewisville City Code, Section 6-144, screening devices regarding screening wall between commercial and residential uses, and Section 6-103 regarding the driveway stacking requirements at the existing Wells Fargo Bank located at 340 East Round Grove Road as requested by Byron Waddy, Vasquez Engineering on behalf of the owner. The subject site is a 1.182 acre lot zone general business within the Vista Ridge Square Phase 4 addition. Wells Fargo currently owns the developed property and is in the process of permitting a parking lot expansion. Staff has reviewed and approved the engineering site plan for Wells Fargo subject to the City Council approval of the two variances. A, waive the screening wall requirement between the existing bank and the existing apartment complex, and B, waive the 40-foot stacking requirement for the existing driveway on Rockbrook Drive. Recommendation is the council approve the variances as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Grena.
I move to approve as presented for the Vasquez Engineering and on behalf of the owner.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Grena to approve as presented, and a second by Councilman Ferguson. We do have a Brian Wadham, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, he is here to answer any questions if anybody has any questions. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13 is consideration of a variance to the Lewisville City Code, Chapter 9.5, Old Town Development, Section 92, paving, regarding provision of 8-foot by 21-foot parallel parking spaces in lieu of the required 10-foot by 24-foot spaces along Charles Street between Walters Street and Elm Street, and along Walter Street between Charles Street and Mill Street, as requested by City of Lewisville, the property owner. With the upcoming construction of the Old Town Plaza, existing parking spaces will be moved and will need to be replaced with on-street parking along the perimeter streets. To maximize the number of parking spaces to be provided using existing street widths, a variance is needed to allow smaller parallel parking spaces of 8-foot by 21-foot in lieu of the required 10-foot by 24-foot spaces. Recommendation is that council approve the variance as set forth in the above caption. Councilman Gilmore.
Move to approve the variance as written.
Second, Mayor.
Have a motion by Councilman Gilmore to approve as written, a second by Councilman Vaughn. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, consideration of a variance to Lewisville City Code Section 2-201 fee schedule regarding a waiver of athletic field rental fees and temporary event permit fees associated with the Battle of the Badge Benefit Softball Tournament. For the past 10 years, boy, you guys were a little bit younger then, huh? Past 10 years, I was too. For the past 10 years, the Lewisville Citizens of Police Academy Alumni Association has been conducting the Battle of the Badge Benefit Softball Tournament. The tournament consists of local police and fire departments in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Last year, over 200 citizens attended the event, as well as local media. The tournament will benefit the Children's Advocacy Center for Denton County. Battle of the Badge will take place on June the 8th, 2013 at the Toyota of Lewisville Railroad Park. Recommendation is that council approve the variances as set forth in the above caption. Councilman Ferguson, but let me remind you, this does have to do with the police and fire, so if you want to stay out of jail and keep your house from burning down, you might want to think about that before you make a motion.
Well, after a lot of thought, I move to approve as written.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Ferguson to approve as written and a second by Councilman Grena. Any discussion?
Yes, just want to let citizens know that this is a fantastic fundraiser for the Denton County Children's Advocacy Center. The cost is $5 per person that you come in. It's a great donation. Please come and enjoy the games. They'll be starting promptly early at 8? 8. Yeah, around 8. Look for the signs, and it will be at the Toyota of Lewisville Railroad Park. So, see you then, June 8th. Thank you.
And in there, I thought I saw something that was written in at workshop where this year both chiefs are required to participate. We have a motion and a
Absolutely.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
April Fools.
Yeah, that's good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We look forward to that. It is a great event every year, and we know it's all in good fun, but we know there's a little bit of competition that goes on, so we look forward to
Oh,
it.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. One more item on that. There's a great silent auction. A lot of businesses have donated a lot of items for the silent auction. Please come and participate. You'll find some good things there, too. Thank you.
Item 15 is consideration of an ordinance creating a new Article 12 signage in Old Town within Chapter 9.5 Old Town Development, revising definitions, materials, measurements, permit requirements, and lighting of signs allowed within Old Town, adopting revisions to permitted, prohibited, and permit exempt signs within Old Town, adopting appendices to be attached to Chapter 9.5 guideline for signage in Old Town boundaries, and required clearances from conductors, and amending Chapter 11 signs to delete all Old Town sign regulations in said chapter. The recommendation is staff is proposing numerous changes for signage in Old Town, including the ordinance, location within municipal code, approval procedures, standards for various design requirements, and general information to approve ease of use. Recommendation is to approve as presented. Councilman Vaughn.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the ordinance as stated.
Second?
A motion by Councilman Vaughn to approve as stated, second by Councilman Ferguson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Mayor,
Oh, I'm sorry, Counselor. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry.
this is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Lewisville, Texas, creating a new Article 12 signage in Old Town within Chapter 9.5 Old Town Development, revising definitions, materials, measurements, permit requirements, and lighting of signs allowed within Old Town, adopting revisions to permitted, prohibited, and permit-exempt signs within Old Town, and adopting appendices to be attached to Chapter 9.5 Guidelines for Signage in Old Town boundaries, and required clearances from conductors, amending Chapter 11 signs to delete all Old Town sign regulations in said chapter, providing for severability, providing a penalty, providing a repealer, providing an effective date, and declaring an emergency.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consideration of request for city, this is item 16, consideration of a request for city in-kind support for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life event located at the Lewisville High School Harmon campus, 1250 West Round Grove Road, as requested by Shannon Sears, Community Manager, American Cancer Society. The 2013 Southeast Denton County Relay for Life event will be held from Friday, May 3rd, 2013 at 6 p.m. to Saturday, May 5th, 2012 at 6 a.m. That doesn't work.
May 4th, Saturday, May 3rd, or Friday, May 3rd.
Of 2013. We got some typos here, right? So Saturday, it's from Saturday, May 3rd to May the 4th of 2013. Is that correct?
Friday, May 3rd, Saturday, May 4th.
Friday, May 3rd to Saturday, May 4th of 2013. Thank you for your help. A request is being made to provide city in-kind support of 8 tents and staff time to erect and dismantle tents related to the event, and B, to waive any associated fees for the event, including fees for personnel to erect and dismantle tents. City Council has approved similar requests for this event since 2009. A recommendation is council consider the request for in-kind support for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life events as set forth in the above caption. Forget where I am. Councilman Durham.
Mayor,
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. I did have a card filled out here. Excuse me, Reed. If I could have Shannon Sears, did you want to speak or just answer questions? Okay, she's just here to answer questions. I'm sorry. Councilman Durham, go ahead.
yeah,
Now.
Mayor, this is a great event. I've even participated in these. If I can walk at least an hour, most people can. So just come on out, and it's a fun deal. You see a lot of survivors. You see people that are going through treatment right now. And we're all affected by it somehow, some way, usually with family. So it's a great event, and with that, I move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion to approve by Councilman Durham, a second by Councilman Grena. And if I understand this correct, it's not just the city of Lewisville that's participating in this, but it's southern Denton County, basically, including all the surrounding cities, Highland Village, Flower Mound, Double Up, all those cities in around there. So we do have a good turnout for that. Okay. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. That brings us to reports. You had the first quarter of 2013 Board Commission Committees attendance reports in your backup. Nika. Ann, it's good to have you here tonight, ma'am. Nothing? Okay. Chief? Nothing tonight. Melinda? Chief? No, sir. Nothing. Carol, how we doing? Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Did you offend the people next to you? They just left and everything. It's like, goodness. They just quit. Okay.
April
Saves us a
2nd.
little money.
Yeah, tomorrow should be a good day.
Yes. Mr. Ferris? Mr. Backus? Councilman Durham?
Nothing, Mayor.
Councilman Grena?
Nothing.
Councilman Gilmore?
Mayor, I'd like to just take a quick second. I've had the privilege to participate in the LISD Insiders Program, and if anybody is interested in what's going on at the ISD with their new technology programs, what's going on at the new LHS building, I had the opportunity to shadow our principal, who is well-known within the district, has been here for quite some time, but he's new as a principal over there. Folks, it is amazing what's going on with our kids and the educational programs and processes we have right here in Lewisville. Not to mention the beautiful new space that we have for the kids to learn in. If you have any questions about how technology is impacting your kids, how the new education paradigms are being rolled out, just get on the phone, go walk over to one of the schools, and they will show you how it's working. It's awesome, and I'm really glad to have my kids tracked to go to LHS. That's all I have, Mayor.
Sounds great. Mr. King?
No, sir.
Councilman Ferguson?
Yes, sir. Got a few things for the MCL Grand. First of all, Oliver the Musical, which is a lot of fun. If you've never seen it, it's really fun. It's got some great songs in it. It's going to be presented by Acting Studio Grapevine. That's April 4th through 6th, and there's different performance times. So if you're interested in going that, take a look at mclgrand.com, and they'll give you the details. Lewisville Lake Symphony has Shannon lead. This is a violinist that has performed with Dallas Symphony Orchestra. She performed in New York. She's performed all over the world. And she was actually a winner of our Young Artist competition quite a few years back when she was just getting known. So she'll be coming back to perform the finale for the symphony, and that'll be Friday, April 19th at 7:30 p.m. with the second concert on Sunday, April 21st at 2:30 p.m. Then the Texas Tune Series has Marcia Ball, and I got to rave a little bit about Marcia Ball because she's a 4-time Grammy nominee. She's a frequent Blues Music Award honoree. She's Texas-born, has a big following. I will tell you now that we are close to selling out the tickets for that concert, and that's a good thing. And that'll be April 20th at 8 p.m., and I guarantee you will not regret going to see that. And then finally, Lake City's Ballet is doing Coppolina April 26th through 28th, and it's funny ballet. It's very humorous. You'll enjoy it. And again, with the times on that, visit mclgrand.com. And that's all I have, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Councilman Vaughn?
Nothing, sir.
Counselor? Julie? Also, once again, we appreciate your service and appreciate you being here tonight, sir. Thank you very much. And I want to say a thank you to everyone in the community that participated and helped out for the LHS Circle of Friends Grand Ball. It was a wonderful event. It's truly kind of a shining star for our community, and it was great to see so many of our citizens out there participating and helping those in the event. With that, in accordance with Texas Government Code Subchapter D, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney pending litigation, abstracts of judgment filed in favor of the City of Lewisville against Hubert E. Long, Section 551.072, real estate property acquisition, and Section 551.087, economic development deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. We will convene into closed session. Okay, ready.
Yeah.
Committee for my made-up before she walked in and just gave us the courtesy of...
We'll convene back into regular session. Is there any action to be taken, council?
Yes, Mayor. I move to release the liens securing the judgments entered against Hubert E. Long, which were recorded in the official records of Denton County, Texas, as document numbers 2006-120208 and 2007-33742 for the sum of $12,000.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Ferguson, a second by Councilman Grena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any further action?
Yes, Mayor, there is. Neil? you
No,
wanna-
it's all right. Go ahead.
Neil doesn't have to?
No, go.
All right. I move to authorize the city manager to negotiate a contract with a third party for property acquisition as discussed in closed session.
We have a motion by Councilman Vaughn,
Second.
second by Councilman Gilmore. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any further action, council?
Move to adjourn.
Have a motion to adjourn by Councilman Gilmore,
Second.
second by Councilman Ferguson. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.